A brave Texas high school student in Round Rock ISD recorded an English teacher ranting about President Trump this week in class. Listen as this woke high school English teacher disparages President Trump.
That's just who he is. He's going to say a bunch of weird stuff. All right? I don't know if you guys remember when he said he wanted to nuke a hurricane. All right? You want to know why he says that stuff? To get you guys talking about it. That's why he says that stuff. He likes to be talked about, right? He views everything as entertainment. Okay? So he's just going to say a bunch of crazy stuff. He's going to say some pretty mean stuff, some cruel things. He's going to say some pretty radical things. But most of the time, if it's anything going to be like his last presidency, it's all going to be hot air. So do yourself a favor and don't get so wrapped up in what he says. All right? Because you guys already know everything he says is going to make headline news, right? So just do yourself a favor. Don't worry too much. But do pay attention to what actually is getting passed. Pay attention to executive orders. But don't worry too much about his executive orders, because a lot of them are going to get shot down. Did you guys see that he tried to end birthright citizenship? You guys know what that is? Right? Yeah. But it's blocked. It's now blocked by a judge. It just got blocked today. The judge said this is blatantly unconstitutional, which it is, right? It just is, right? Yeah. So like you're going to see a bunch of that stuff. So that's why I'm saying, hey, don't panic when he says something or makes an executive order. There are lawyers all over this country ready to sue. That's what their whole job is to like sue over a law. That's actually how Roe v. Wade got overturned. A lot of states continuously make anti-abortion laws in the hopes that it is going to be sued over, so it'll make its way to the Supreme Court, and ultimately what happened, right? That's the main goal. So the goal here is Trump has ended that amendment. It's getting sued. It's going to go all the way up to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is then going to say whether it's constitutional. So don't worry about it unless it gets to that level. Does that make sense? But here's another really weird thing about this whole thing. I don't think it's really well thought out of. Because that same amendment is the reason why you can still be an American citizen if you're born in another country, if your parents are like from the military